welcome you all for this session. In this video, we are going to see the topic from grade 8. Yeah, let's start the video. So you could see one picture in this screen. Can you guess what does it mean? Yeah, it seems to be a person's or look-alike, right? So this lesson is also related to what we people say it as understudy. Okay, what does it mean? If a person is absent in a movie, for example, if there's a movie, the hero is not there at the particular situation, in the particular spot, that time, in that moment, instead of hero, we can we can make others to act, and that person seems to be uh, resembles like hero. Okay, so that thing is called understudy. Okay, so let's see where something related to it. Yeah, that's as I told, the name of the topic. What we are going to see in this model is understudy. So what is understudy and what are the other words for understudy? So I got you some alternative words for understudy. Understudy means, you could see here, alternate, uh, backup, stand in, standby, or substitute, or replacement, fill in, double, or reserve, or surrogate. So you could see that person seems to be uh, a same appearance. That's what the whole lesson is going to be. And instead of original person, here the another person will act. Okay, in their role. Yeah. So this is what lesson, and this, as I told, the understudy, the adventures of an understudy is the name of the topic as given to you, and it was written by the author, the prisoner of, sorry, I mean, the adventure of an understudy is taken from the novel The Prisoner of Zenda, and it was written by the author Sir Anthony Hope Hawkins. So he is the one who wrote this lesson, who wrote this novel, The Prisoner of Zenda, and your topic is taken from this novel, The Prisoner of Zenda. Let's see what does it mean. So let's, before we get into the lesson, we should know about the author. Let us have something about author Sir Anthony Hope Hawkins, better known as Anthony Hope. He is called as Anthony Hope, and was born February 9, 1863 to 8 July 1933. He was there on 8 July 1933. He was an English novelist and playwright. He was a prolific writer, especially of adventure novels, but he is remembered predominantly for only two books, The Prisoner of Zenda in 1894 and its sequel, Rupert of Henshaw, 1898. These works are minor classics of English literature or set in the contemporaneous fictional country of Ruritania and span the genre known as Ruritanian romance. Works set in fictional European locales similar to the novels, Zenda has inspired many adaptations, most notably the 1937 Hollywood movie of the same name and the 1957-52 version. So this is what he wrote many novels, but especially the important novels which is notable is here, The Prisoner of Zenda and Rupert of Henshaw. So, and you all know that our lesson, our topic is taken from the novel The Prisoner of Zenda. We got a short story taken from this novel. So let us know the summary of the novel. And before that, we need to know the characters. all the important characters in this lesson. So the characters are Rudolph, Flavia, Razendel, Black Michael. These are the main characters in this lesson. Rudolph is the king of Ruritania. As I told, Ruritania is a fictional place, a fictional country. It's not real. It's a kind of, yeah, it's like a fiction. Then Flavia, sorry, Flavia, the princess, a fiancée of Rudolph. You know that is a Flavia is the one. She's going to marry Rudolph, the king of Ruritania, and she's a princess. And Razendel is a king's look-alike. As I told, he's an understudy. Okay, that's what the topic is given as understudy. Okay, named as understudy, which means Rasendal is the one who seems to be look alike Rudolph. Rudolph and Rasendal are look like a same, right? Look like a same person. And Black Michael, the king's half brother. Why I gave him a red color is red in color is he's the one is a villain of the story, we can say Black Michael. So how the story starts? Listen. The Adventures of an Understudy is an excerpt from The Prisoner of Zenda by Anthony Hope Hawkins, a 19th century action and thriller novel. As I told, this lesson is taken from the novel The Prisoner of Zenda, and it was a 19th century action and thriller novel. And it also this novel was taken as a movie. You could also search in the net. And without his coronation, King Rudolph would not legally and truly be the king of Ruritania. The king, however, was found in an unconscious state just the day before the coronation, so naturally he wouldn't be attending the uh, ceremony. In order to prevent Black Michael, the king's half brother, from succeeding the throne, Rudolph's advisors persuade Rasendal, the king's lookalike, to impersonate him and attend the coronation instead. So, in the first para itself, you can understand that why the king asked Rudolph, I mean, yes, why the king Rudolph asked Rasendal to act like him in this story. So that's what given in the first para. So you could see that Black Michael is king's half brother, like a step brother, and what he thought in his mind. I mean, Black Michael wants to become a king of Ruritania. So without a proper coronation in that country, you can't be the king. You can't rule the country. Okay, so they need to have a coronation ceremony. After that only the people will call them as a king, right? So here in that particular day, in that ceremony, before the ceremony, the king of Ruritania, I mean King Rudolph, had a problem with his health. His health condition is not good. He was in unconscious state, so he doesn't want to attend the ceremony. Okay, so if he is not ready to attend the ceremony, means what will happen? His king, his half brother Black Michael will go to the ceremony, and instead of Rudolph, then he will be a king. Okay, so the king doesn't want to do it. Okay, he doesn't want Black Michael as a king. Okay, to rule the country. So he just had a plan, and the king's advisors are there in the palace, right? So the advisors are telling, what they are telling is, just find out one a guy like you. Just what they're telling is, uh, my dear Majesty, we find the character like you, the person who's look-alike. So we can arrange that person, I mean Rasendal, to act in that ceremony. Like that they told, and they called Rasendal and asked him to act like a king in the particular day. I mean the coronation ceremony. Okay, so that's what given in the first para. Although he felt nervous upon arriving at Stelso in Ruritania, Rasendal soon gathered composer and comfortably stepped into the shoes of King Rudolph. So much so, when the marshal greeted him, he responded in style. Nobody was suspicious in the least. So you could see in the second para what they're trying to tell us. Now the Rasendal came to Strelso in Ruritania. So Strelso is the place where the coronation is going to take place. Okay, so Rasendal came to Strelso in Ruritania like a king. He just dressed up and he wears and act like a king, and everybody who are there in the Strelso, the people just welcome the Rasendal as a king, as their king. They thought that is Rudolph, the king of Ruritania, but he knows everything. Only Rasendal knows everything that he is not a king of Ruritania. He just came there to act like a king because his appearance and Rudolph's appearance are same. That's it. That's what given in the second para, and everybody and marshals and the people greeted them, and they just welcome Rasendal as a king. As they rode their horses to the palace, there came a point where Rasendal stopped the horse. He wanted those in front to ride on while the ones with him waited. He did not want anyone to come near him. That way, he could have the common people see that he trusted them. So, in that para, I could see in one situation he needs to stop his horse because he needs to make a, you know, I mean, the people are welcoming him, so he just want to gather the attention of the people. So and also he just act like a king, acted exactly like a king, and all the people there were accept him as a king too. They they don't have any confusion about him. That's what given in the first this para. Then riding alone, when Rasendal entered town, he overheard comments about him in the crowd. If he is red, he is right, cried one woman. This was when Rasendal took off his helmet, revealing tufts of bright red hair as the crowd cheered. However, in spite of these signs of approval and interest, the mass of the people received him in silence and with sullen looks. So you could see in that crowd, they had somebody was telling that, yeah, king had red hair. So you just hear that, and he's removing Rascal removing his hat and shows the hair of him to the crowd, and that his hair also look like a king. It's a red in color, so everybody accept. The crowd also accepted that yes, if the hair is red, that person is a king. So they accept Rasenthal as a king of Ruritania because Rudolph's hair also in a red in color, Rasenthal's hair also in a red in color. That's what I told. Then, when Rasendal entered the church for the proceeding of his coronation, two faces struck him. The faces of a girl, the face of a girl, pale and lovely, and the face of a man whose red cheeks, black hair, and dark, deep eyes told him that he was in the presence of his half brother, Black Michael. So, all of them welcomed, all of them welcomed Rasendal, and only two faces are there. They just had some confusion about Rasindal. uh, that persons are, one is a face of a girl. Who's that girl here? It is Flavia, the fiance of Rudolph. Okay, and another guy, another person is half brother of Rudolph. His name is Black Michael. They that both of them had a doubt about him. The girl was King Rudolph's fiancée, Princess Flavia. When Black Michael saw Rasendal, his face went pale and his helmet fell with a clatter. So come the next one. The proceedings followed next, kneeling before the priest as he anointed his head, Rasandal rose to his feet, took from him the crown of Ruritania, and set it on his head. There was no hint of suspicion in anyone. However, Princess Flavia warned of Black Michael's ambition of taking over his throne. So finally, you could see in the last para what they are trying to tell is the coronation is successfully it was fulfilled, that Rasandal took over that crown in his head, and he became a king of Ruritania. As the people thought that people think that is Rudolph, who is the king of Ruritania, who got his coronation uh, successfully. But actually, what happened is that is Rasandal, who's the one got a crown in his head of, I mean, the crown of Ruritania. This is what the story ends with.